I am titled as the lead AutoCAD and CADWorx Administrator for Wood Group Mustang. We have used CADWorx since 2006 on various projects from offshore jacketed type platforms all the way to fairly large gas compression facilities. Well, it's helpful for a lot of reasons. Number one, here in Houston or pretty much any owner-operator up and down the ship channel or anybody of the owner-operators, typically they don't have any of the other big 3D applications in-house like PDMS, S3D, or PDS. And so with that, because CADWorx rides on top of AutoCAD, our deliverables are easily consumable by the owner-operators, and so they have a really good chance of using these as life cycle engineering type documents and models. Another benefit from the EPC firm is that each one of those other applications I mentioned, PDMS, PDS, Smart 3D, they all have their place. But for the industry in the market that we're in right now, there's no way that they can deploy and get a project up and running as fast as I can in CADWorx. I have a really great development team that works for me, and we can literally deploy a CADWorx project in a matter of 30 minutes and have designers using out-of-the-box specifications just to get them started. And with CADWorx, the current versions of CADWorx, once we do bring the actual client specifications online, it's very simple and quick to upgrade the models from the out-of-the-box specs that we deployed with to the client specifications. Why file naming is so important is, like I said, because a lot of the material reporting that we do out of the database, Mustang is one of the few companies that actually leverage the external live databases for material and for model tracking, a lot of various reasons, but consistent file naming, and it serves a lot of purposes. One is the managers in engineering and design, they can move their designers anywhere they want on any given project, and the hierarchy is the same. They recognize where the models are, what their names mean, so it makes it a whole lot easier to plug and play designers. Then when it comes to material, like I said, if you copy a file with the same file name, because that's not reported to the database, the folder that it's located in, we just see the file name. Well, now you run a chance of getting overages on your material, and that's happened before. So because we are very stringent on our file naming and folder hierarchy, that we monitor that kind of thing, and if that model is not registered as legitimate, then it doesn't report the material to the database, and so we don't get erroneous material. Because it uses isogen, which is the industry standard for isometric deliverables, that's a plus. It's bidirectional capability with Caesar 2, that's a plus. And then again, when it comes to handing over the project, we are actually giving the client models, for the most part, that he could actually use for the life cycle of his facility. We do our own in-house training. We have a model that is it's built in all 3 or 4 of our 3D applications. So once you've been through a PDS training class, you're already familiar with the model because the CADWorx is the same. But with that said, our own in-house training, we teach, inevitably, we end up teaching a little bit of 3D AutoCAD before we even touch CADWorx. And so to teach 3D AutoCAD, to teach CADWorx, and a little bit of Navisworks, we have our in-house training class is 40 hours. So we space that over 2 weeks, 4 days, 4 days for 2 weeks. I mean, it's becoming as powerful as, in fact, I'll say it can do anything the other big 3D apps can do. It just does it a little different. It's a little bit more wide open than what people are accustomed to. But like I said, if you manage your models and you set certain rules, not just the rules that CADWorx gives you, but certain written rules, like even though CADWorx will let you edit the description, that's a no-no. Don't do that, because then that throws off our material and part numbers. So, but with that, I would say it's a great decision. I wouldn't recommend anything else but CADWorx personally.